Nick here, RevXS Customs. Today we're putting together another one of our drag bikes. This is something a little bit different. We're building this one for Tyler Brown, who has one of our bikes in America. So he asked for a new one and he wanted a silver carbon with a blue standoff. So we've decided we're going to do a one-off special just for him. Since he's done quite a lot of work on helping develop this bike and he's the only one who's really been running it. So this is a matte carbon silver, something a little bit different. As you can see, it's still black in the middle as a normal carbon, but its top layers are silver, which it looks nice. We've made a couple of little changes over our last bike. As you can see here, these are the wheelie bars here. We've kept them the same length, but we've slotted these holes here just to allow a little bit more adjustment. Obviously, when your tyre wears down, you need a bit of adjustment just in case it's sort of sitting a bit too high. And then this is all the parts here that we've had printed by Innovate 3D in the UK. We normally try to print all of our stuff in-house, but sometimes we sort of have issues with some of this higher-end stuff. We didn't quite have the time to dial in the filament we had. We've got some more stuff coming from Polymaker, which is going to be a lot better, but we've reached out to these guys and got this made up, and the quality is pretty good. Now, they specialize in sort of your high-end filaments, such as PEEK and your carbon fibers, so some of you guys may not want to deal with this stuff and find it easy, and once you've got it prototyped in PLA, to find somewhere that can do it in a final result that's comes up nice without damaging your own stuff, because obviously carbon's quite abrasive. So this is our front tree mount here. Mounts here, standoff goes between it, and then some of the carbon bolts in here, and then this all sandwiches together. We have one on the top, and then one normally bolts underneath, and then we have our parts here with our bearings that bolt all through, and obviously we have our front forks which come off the front. We printed this part here. He probably won't use it, but with our bikes we've set them up so they can run 1S or 2S. So all this is a 1S spacer, spaces it out to take the different thicknesses and also the width, because they're a little bit narrower and they're not quite as tall. So this just takes out any slop that the battery's going to have if you run a 1S. And then these are just some of the more sort of adapter parts that adapt the two sides of the carbon together. All do the same, standoff go through them all. So you get a nice solid finish rather than relying on a printed part. You've got a nice alloy threaded part, you're not going to have any issues. And then finally the front wheel, once again, carbon nylon. It should be very, very solid. You shouldn't break it. Although I'm saying that the other bike's been just printed with PETG, we've had a couple of little issues with our PETG parts. Mainly breaking through here. We could thicken these up even more if we really wanted to, but you've got to have some parts got to give. So we're just going to do this as a quick time-lapse video. This is just a little bit of intro about some of our parts. If you guys want to ask any more questions, just leave a comment and we'll answer some more questions. Obviously the number one question we're getting about these are, when are you building more? Well, we are planning on building more. It's just sort of we need pre-orders. Basically the last run we had a lot of guys interested and we only had 2 come through with it, so we were stuck with all these bikes for a good year and a half before we sold them. Obviously now there's a little bit more interest, so hopefully we may be able to sell more. So enjoy the video.